Welcome back to another video. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. MeiaSoQuick with the uploads. Intro's over. Subscribe before you go.
Welcome back, everybody. It's MeiaSoQuick, and for today's video, as you can see, I happen to be in my kitchen, so I'm going to be doing something different. For today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to make some homemade strawberry ice cream, okay? I can't wait. This is my first time ever making ice cream, so fingers crossed that I don't mess it up. First, let's go ahead and look at all the ingredients that we'll need to be able to make this nice strawberry ice cream. So, of course, you're gonna need some strawberries. So, for the strawberries, you can use fresh strawberries or you can use frozen strawberries, whatever you prefer. You'll also need some sweet and condensed milk, all right? It usually comes in a can of 14 ounces, and just one can will be more than enough. You're also gonna need some heavy whipping cream, some salt, sugar, and if you like, you can also go ahead and use some food coloring. I'm gonna use the liquid food coloring. You can use like a vegetable base. You can use gel base if you want, but I just like the liquid better. And those are all the ingredients you're gonna need. All right, so our very first step that we're gonna do, we are gonna have to cut off the green stems of these strawberries, okay? So my strawberries are already rinsed and cleaned. So next, I'm just gonna go ahead and place them down, and I'm just gonna cut off the very tip, okay? I'm trying to save as much strawberry as possible. Ooh, those look big and juicy. So let me go ahead and chop up. I have 16 ounces of strawberries. I'm not gonna use all of this just yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the stems on about half of these, and then the other half I'm gonna put to the side. So let me go ahead and finish that. All right, now that my strawberries are destemmed, I'm gonna go ahead and place them in a blender. All right, so I have my blender right here, and I'm just gonna drop those in there. Ooh, nice. All right, and into this blender, I am also going to add I'd say a little pinch of salt, not much, all right? That's just gonna help the juices come out of these strawberries. And then I'm also going to take some sugar and add that as well. Now, however much sugar you want just depends on your taste, okay? I find that it's better to start off with less, and then if you need, you can always add more. So I'm just gonna take about, let's see, I'll take a little more than that. I'm just gonna take about that much sugar, and I'm just gonna pour that right on over the strawberries. All right, now that I've got everything in the blender, I'm just gonna go ahead and pulse it a couple times. And now I'm ready to go ahead and blend those together. Okay, now it's fully blended, and this will be our actual strawberry puree that we're gonna add to our ice cream, okay? So you can go ahead and just put that off to the side. So next what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take this mixing bowl, and I actually left it in the freezer just so it can get cold for a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach that to my KitchenAid mixer. All right, now that that's on there, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add 2 cups of heavy cream into my mixing bowl. All right, and after you place the heavy cream into the mixing bowl, you're gonna wanna go ahead and whip that until the cream turns into stiff peaks, okay? And if you're like me and I don't actually have a safeguard for this, I'm just gonna take a little tea towel and I'm gonna wrap it around the top so that I do not get a bunch of spillage outside of the bowl. All right, and here we are. All right, and that should be good because you want to do it so it's not actually going to give you cottage cheese type of consistency, okay? So once we've got that, our very next thing to do is that we are going to add add in our sweetened condensed milk, all right? So that came right out of the can, and I'm just gonna go ahead and plop that right on into my actual heavy cream. Now at this point, I'm also going to add in our strawberry puree that we made earlier. All right, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna beat this on low speed just until everything is incorporated. While that's mixing on low speed, I'm gonna take the rest of those strawberries that we reserved. I'm going to de-stem them. I guess I could have did that before. And then I'm just gonna chop them up so that I can add in these strawberries into the batter. So now that all of my strawberries are chopped, I'm just gonna go ahead and add them into my batter and fold them in. All right, so like I said, you wanna go ahead and fold the strawberries in, and all that means is you wanna just go ahead and scrape to the bottom of the bowl and fold it over. And I'm gonna do this until everything is combined. All right, now that it's combined, we're ready for our last step. And all I'm gonna do is go ahead and take some foil and line my pan. And I'm just using a 9-inch round. All right, you can also use parchment paper. I just think that the foil will allow it not to stick as much. So it'll be easier for me to pull it off. All right, so now our last step is just going to be to pour our batter directly in. All right. And I've actually made a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth it over. And once I've got it here, I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in the freezer for at least 6 hours. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for the ice cream to freeze and set, you have extra, you can go ahead and just pour you a wonderful, perfect strawberry milkshake. All right, so it is now the next day. So my ice cream has had well over 6 hours to actually freeze and set. So let's go ahead and pull it out. All right, and as you can see, it looks yummy. Now, before you would serve it, I would suggest that you just let it sit out for a little bit just to soften up, and then you can go ahead and scoop it. I'm not gonna remove it from the tin just yet because I'm actually gonna be doing something special. You guys will wanna go ahead and stay tuned for my next video because I'm actually gonna put this into an ice cream cake. So stay tuned to see how that works. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you learned how to make your own homemade ice cream with just simple ingredients you can find from the grocery store, all right? Have fun making different flavors, and I'll see you guys again in my next one. All right, bye.